which will be followed by words from their daughter Nina and granddaughter Lizette.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here, and it's a pleasure for me to be here with you. And I want to thank, before I say anything, my brother David, who, without taking this project on, nothing would have occurred. And Vin DeHaan, where if he had not, where's there he is, who, if he hadn't stepped forward and out of the clear blue sky, so to speak, we wouldn't have been able to do this either. David has said some of the things that I was going to say about to keep this, so I don't know what to say anymore. Suffice it to say, simply put, that without my cake, no, I'm sorry, I did that on purpose. Suffice it to say that without Geeske and Bertus de Kiefte, none of my family would be here. It is really that simple. Because they took my mother in, nobody else would. They took care of her, they found a place for her, they built a room for her where she hid for a year and a half. I'm familiar with that room only because, as I understand it, I was conceived in that room. So it's very important. But, more than anything else, not only did they save her life and take her in, they gave my mother something that she had lost, a family. And that family has lived for us forever since that time. It lasted when my mother and father went to Suriname, where my dad was a rabbi for 2 years. And after a year and a half of pure hell of heat and mosquitoes and all kinds of other things, my mother took at that time the three boys and said to my father, "Nardis, I've had enough, I'm going back to Holland." So she went back to Holland. We had leashes on at the time because my mother was afraid that we would fall off the boat. And we got to Holland and we went to Amsterdam. And we spent about 6 weeks in Amsterdam. And my mother said, "I don't like it here." So she said, "I'm going home." And she went to Leeuwenveld. And I spent 4 months in class in the second grade in Leeuwenveld. And so that was her home. That was a family. That was a gift that no one else in this world did and could have given to her. So for me personally, and for everyone else, and I'm supposed to introduce all of the children, the grandchildren, so I'll do it a little bit differently. As family, we ended up intermingling names. So for example, my name is Marcel Lubertus. Marcel is my mother's father's name. Lubertus was Bertus de Kiefte, who saved my mother. His oldest grandson is here today, and his name is Lucelle. I guess after Lubertus, Marcel, or me or something, but Lucelle's here. My youngest grandson is called Sander, and their tallest grandson is also called Sander. My mother, my youngest son, Justin, wanted to name my youngest son as in honor of my mother. He didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl, but it turned out to be a boy. My mother's name was Sipporah, so in Hebrew, he called my grandson Sippor, but he figured that might not work all that well in English, so he's figured out what name can I give that is meaningful to us. So he named him Sander. Those names, what? Joshua Lubertus. That's what you speak. And Joshua Lubertus, who is Debbie's youngest son. So as you can see, what we did, families do. They intertwined names. So here today, we have Nina, or Dini, and her wonderful husband, Harm. And their sons, Vincent and Sander. And somebody's married. And their daughter-in-law, Lise, who was married to Gerrit, and you saw the picture. Where's Lise? Okay, Lise. Granddaughters, Lisette and Esther. I already mentioned Lucelle. Great-granddaughters, Sonny with Koen, and great-great-granddaughter, Robin. And if I missed anybody, it's David's fault. I'll leave you with this. In our history, in our customs, in the Talmud, it says, he who saves a life saves the world, saves mankind. And TeKi does fit that category better than anybody else I know. Thank you.